I'm going to be breaking down how to build an inbound system for your video business and how to actually build a real business that has predictable leads, calls, and clients coming in every single day, week, and month. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking this down for you and showing you an example of one of our clients and his pipeline and exactly how we built that. And he's closed multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm going to show you the pipeline from the past couple of months here to kind of show you what that looks like. So let's go ahead and dive in. So here's an example of his pipeline, and this is in the software that we built with him. So you can see a pipeline's pretty simple, but the way it works is we basically have a couple different scenarios here, and I'm gonna kind of work our way backwards and show you how this works and how you can build this out yourself as well. And so what we have is we have game plan call appointments. That's one column that we have. That's basically a phone call. New sales appointments. This is gonna be anything over Zoom that he takes. Then we have hot list, which means like anybody who's fairly close. Then we have follow-up. This is going to be like deals that took a call but didn't close and they need to be followed up with for a little bit of longer term. And then we have sales closed right here. Now, the way it works is each one of these is typically just an opportunity. It's pretty simple. And if you've used any sort of editing software or know anything about software or just software in general, you should understand how this works. And so each one of these is an opportunity. And then if you click into each one of these, it'll take you into the actual opportunity and show you the notes on the person, what it looks like, the last touch point, the communication, and everything's nice, neat, and organized. And so when we have something built like this, we want to make it super, super simple. So then all we have to do is, we take a sales appointment and then we move it over to hot list, right? And then now it goes into the hot list section and we keep moving it over and over and over until we get to a sale closed and you can keep everything organized. If you're in a place where you are doing everything by hand or you have a spreadsheet or you have, a notepad on your desk, you have like a bunch of emails, it's not organized. It's one of the biggest mistakes I see from video agency owners because they struggle to close more deals because they don't have a predictable way to keep track of that. And when stuff falls through the cracks, you lose money, right? So it's pretty key that you have a system set up where you can actually bring people in and keep track of them. And then when you hire a salesperson, you say, hey, work your pipeline. And then they can just move the appointment from here to here to here, and then over to sale closed. And then a couple more columns we have built out for him is like a downsell. So he downsells people here, and then people who are just not interested, and then people who like no-show the actual appointment. Now, this is an example of the pipeline and how you move them from call booked to a close, right? But you might be asking, well, Eric, how do I actually get these leads? And how do I turn these people into calls on my calendar so I can have my pipeline look like, one of our clients here? Well, it's pretty simple. So what you have to do, and what we did with this client, is it all starts with what is your offer? And so we have to figure out what is the offer. And when I say offer, we need to know what is the avatar. In other words, who is it that we're actually going after here? Now, for instance, in this scenario, this client's going after home service companies. Cool. So now I know who I'm going after. Then I have to figure out my offer and my price point. Well, typically with this client, we're doing a 3, 6, and a 12-month package. And so under each one of these, we're doing, 3 months is $20K, 6 months is $40K, and 12 months is $80K. And then under each one of these, we have a certain amount of videos that we're giving them every single month. Great. Now we have our offer. So now we know who we're going after. We know the offer. Now we have to actually create an ad. So then in this ad, we're saying, hey, if you're a home service company and you're struggling with getting more leads, getting more clients, people knowing who you are, having brand awareness, having people understand who you are in the local community, you're struggling with close rate, whatever the pain points are, we'd say, hey, if you're this type of person and you're struggling with this pain point, listen up. And then we talk more about those pain points. We dive deeper into those pain points. We drive the nail deeper into that. And we say, we've put together a system of a video marketing system that helps home service companies achieve XYZ, get more clients, get more jobs, get more leads, whatever it may be. And then that ad then goes to a lead form. Now, this lead form has their name, their email, their phone number, and their company name. Pretty simple. Now we have their data, and this lead goes into the pipeline that I just showed you earlier, right? Now, after that, they're redirected after that to go to a calendar. And this calendar is your calendar. And people can then book a time slot on your calendar to talk to you about if it's a fit. And then when they book that, they go into the pipeline. And you could see here, these are people who have booked appointments with our client here. You could see Kelvin, paid lead. Ajax, paid lead. Soto, paid lead. And then we have all the leads and all the appointments that are coming in here. And you can see within this, We have about 133 appointments, which this client needs to organize their pipeline a little bit more. But we have 133 appointments in here, and these are all people who have gone through this exact process that I'm showing you right here. They saw an ad, they entered a lead form, they booked on the calendar. Now, what we do is we work on closing these deals. So we hop on the phone with them, we hop on Zoom, we go through the sales process that we teach in our program, and then we turn that person into a paying client. That's it, guys. Like, that's literally all you need. And when I say like this system is all you need to grow to multiple 7 figures in your video agency, or even if you just want to hit multiple 6 figures, I mean it. Because you just need more leads, more calls, and those will turn into more clients. You can see this client in just the past couple months had closed an extra 144K. If I can see here, right here. 144K, $950 simply from having a system just like this. And so this is why this is so key. A lot of people miss this in their business. They're relying on word of mouth, referrals, things that aren't actually scalable to get them more clients. Whereas if I can put $1 in right here and get $10 out right here, why would I not make that change or that trade every single time? I wouldn't, right? I would always do that. And so that's what we're building here, is a system where you can put $1 in and get $10 out. Pretty simple. So I just want to show you like an example of an actual client pipeline. I know I've gotten a couple questions about this, of like people that are like, well, what does that actually look like? What does the opportunities look like? And this is something we build out for our clients so they understand, okay, this is organized. We have all the systems, the processes, the automations, the pipelines, everything already built out that we've helped our clients use to close multiple millions of dollars in sales. And we just give it to our clients so they can just use it to make more money in their business. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you guys got some insight from this. And if you want to learn more about what we do at Master Filmmaker and how we could potentially build this out for you to grow your video business, just click the link below, schedule a demo with our team, and we'll be happy to see if we can help. And if not, keep enjoying the free YouTube videos. We'll see you in the next one.